What's up, y'all? We back here with another video. I take out the glasses on these shits because I swear it just always glares on the camera. Some weird shit happens and it's just trash, right? Today I want to talk about calisthenics versus weights. Now I may or may have not have covered in a different video, but I just want to reiterate it. You can't be like too locked into one specific mindset, too locked into one specific method. And this goes for literally anything in life, but specifically with building your body. As you have to remember that they're kind of one and the same. Like, weightlifting is just a very specific form of calisthenics with weight, and vice versa, right? So they are the same thing in a sense, just different kind of ways of approaching the same thing. And so because of this, your ideal plan basically incorporates both calisthenics and weights. And for me personally, I found the best split is probably around like 70% weights, maybe 80% weights, and 20% calisthenics or 30%, right? Now, the reason why I say weights are better are because you'll see people glaze calisthenics and all that, and like you can build a very good physique with just calisthenics, but it's just so much easier to do it with lifting. Like if you want to progressively overload some stuff in calisthenics, you pretty much can only increase the reps. You don't want to be doing like 500 reps of bodyweight squats. Like that's just a waste of time. You can bang it out easily by just doing actual weighted squats. And I would argue to a certain degree that having a greater amount of weight, specifically when you weightlift, can actually improve your tendon strength more than just doing high rep but low weight exercises can. So I'd say just make sure that you always mix in one or the other. It's really up to you. I would suggest and recommend weightlifting 100% as your main thing. But if you really want to do calisthenics, you can go ahead and do that. But don't be like fully like a disciple of calisthenics. Because every time you like fully dive into something without even considering or trying out the other side, and again, this goes for everything in life, you kind of lose out. You lose out on, for one, if you try something else out, like the other side of the equation, then you'll at least know if it works. And oftentimes there's a little bit of value in the other side of the equation. So you don't want to lose out on that entirely. Right? And so what this looks like for me is that my average calisthenics, for my schedule, I do push-pull legs. So for that, I do, for example, with push, I'll do dips, right? So I'll literally just get a bench. You can look it up. It's very simple to do. You literally just like get a bench and you put your arms behind you and you raise and lower yourself with your feet like this on the floor, right? So for example, that's a very good movement because it just translates into more body flexibility. It translates into more body strength rather than just weightlifting strength. Sometimes you'll see people who can like lift massive amounts of weight, but they're really stiff and you can tell that it's kind of hard for them to actually like use that strength and actually translate it to their own body movements. You don't want to be one of those people. So doing just a little bit of calisthenics, it helps with that. It helps you build more body awareness. It's just a very good thing to go throw in. And the beautiful thing about dips are that you can usually throw an extra weight. You can put an extra weight in between here, like literally just a plate right here. There's so many different ways to do it, right? So dips, I should probably add one more, but that's all I do for push. For pull, I just do pull-ups. Dead hangs are also extremely good. The first pull-ups, they're just like a very foundational movement. They're very, very good to do. They build your muscles very well. They're basically a lat pull-down, except in calisthenics form. Me personally, I've always hated the lat pull-down machine. It just feels really weird to do. So pull-ups are like a very good way to substitute that if you don't like that. And again, you can progressively overload. You can add more weight onto your belt by using like a weightlifting belt, anything like that. The one with the chain that you wrap around your waist. You can progressively overload on that too, which is really nice. So yeah, I think pull-ups they're just a very good movement to have down. I forgot for push-ups are also great to do. I know they're so basic that sometimes we overlook them, but push-ups are genuinely a very, very good movement to do. They're just good for just building your body, like genuinely. Sometimes the basics are the best. You can do push-ups, you can do clap push-ups, you can do diamond push-ups. There's so many different variations. You can do one-arm push-ups if you get strong enough. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways to do that, right? But push-ups are also a very, very good movement. And then for legs, box jumps are incredibly good. I just started doing these, and you genuinely just see a very big difference in your explosiveness, in how high you can jump, honestly. It just really helps you to build that good like leg strength. Because oftentimes when you're doing like leg exercises, you aren't always emphasizing explosiveness. But when you throw that in, it really forces you to train that and to really be more locked in with that. And that just translates to everything else. So you can do box jumps. There are a variety of other ones you can do. I would say lunges. Sometimes I would say that you maybe have to weight them. But if you want to do just more flexibility things, there's lunges, stuff like that. I do have to do a bit more calisthenics for my legs specifically. But yeah, I would say just make sure that you're always doing some level of calisthenics. It's truly just really good. It helps to round out your schedule. They're fun to do. Like when you do like 20 pull-ups in a row, it's just really fun, right? And it just gives you a good sense of how strong you are with, actually moving your body rather than moving weight, right? One thing I forgot to mention for abs, I'm starting to train these more regularly because your core is really, really important in a lot of different workouts, really in everything you do. So you definitely want a strong core. So for that, I mean, most ab things are calisthenics anyways, just because of the nature of the muscle. So, leg raises when you're hanging from a pull-up bar, ab wheels, those are always really good. They're actually really fucking difficult, especially if you stretch all the way out. Just stuff like that, Don't reinvent the wheel. You don't need to do anything crazy. And again, this applies for most things in life. Sometimes we think we have to do some crazy, never heard before technique. If you just stick to the fundamentals and just execute on them consistently and well, like you will see incredible results. Like genuinely, that goes for everything in life. Just execute on the fundamentals consistently and well, and you'll get to wherever you want to in life. So that's it for this video. I just want to do a quick breakdown because sometimes I think people get too like red or blue, crip or blood, they have a stick up their asses. I'm like, bro, it's a fucking workout. You don't need to be super, I do it this way. No, I'm right. Like, nigga, chill out, right? So that's it for this video. Just wanted to clarify that. I have my full gym training program down in the description below. It's gonna get you jacked, looking swole, looking aesthetic, everything that you want. It's going to get you your dream body without any of the hassle. I'm going to literally lay out every single thing that you need to know in order to get the body that you want. So if you're interested, click the link down below. But yeah, that's it for this video. Again, just make sure that you incorporate both. If you really do like calisthenics, just make sure you're doing some weightlifting. Again, incorporate both and you'll see better than if you solely focus on one. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one. The only way is up. Peace.